Hello friends, here we have an Inju fast charger or a power supply for the cell phone, which is Inju, which was Inju actually, and this is no more. But the power supply is going defective. It went defective, and we are going to check it and we are going to repair it. So for the testing, what we have is over here. I have a light setup, a 12-volt light bulb. So this one I have to connect it some way like this, only twisting, and then on the USB I will put this on the USB port and power it up here on my 220-volt setup. So here you can see light is not glowing, the power is there, as you can see over here. This one, if I can show, I'm sorry. Okay, so this light is not glowing. We will remove the light and I will show you the voltage, what voltage we are getting. Of course it will be very small or 0 volt or something like that. So here on this cable, 1.4 volt, sorry, as you can see now, 1.5 volt or 1.6 volt we are getting, which is not enough to charge a cell phone. Instead, this is very much small voltage. It should be 5 volt, then it will charge. So you people must watch this video complete, so you will get understanding what is going on and how we are going to repair it. So I'm going to twist it again, so then in the future, I mean to say in this video, further we will test the same thing. So here is this power supply. This power supply, you can see, this is a very good design power supply. Inside you can see there is a MOSFET over here, and here is the bridge rectifier. Here are two big diodes, and here is the fast charging. I think this is not the fast charging, this is the SMPS, and here is some components they put it on over here. I don't know, these are the fast charging components or whatever they are, but this is a good design power supply. So we are going to check. First of all, we are going to see, check these capacitors. If these capacitors are good or not any good, we are going to test it with ESR meter. This is a very useful instrument, as I have been shown in the last videos. We are going to switch this on, make it 0, not perfect 0 but 0, make it 0, something like this. It's okay, will do. And then first of all, I will test these capacitors. This is output stage capacitor. So this one, we are going to, any capacitor you can check first, but I'm testing this one. So this seems good, 0 reading, it seems good. Then the further capacitor is over here, another capacitor, yeah, this is good too. And then this small capacitor, we are going to test it. This is a small capacitor, so it will have some resistance value. Yeah, so some 1.5 ohm, but that's not bad because this is very much small capacitor of capacity, 4.750 50 volt, 4.7 microfarad. So this is not bad, it seems good. And then we have these two capacitors, which I am going to check. So our problem is over here. As you can see, the needle is barely moving, but it is moving on the opposite direction. So somewhat like this. And the other capacitor is over here. This is also doing the same thing. I think these two capacitors are in parallel. If I can see, they are the same value, 15 microfarad. And here is also 15 microfarad, 400 volt, but we don't have 15 microfarad available. So we will have some 10 micro or something like that. We will be putting two capacitors over here, maybe 10 microfarad both or something like that. And here's a glue, I just have to remove it. They put some glue also, but care is required because not to damage the components.